Hello, I am Michael Sanchez and I am here to present again an example of a Condorcet voting method. So one of the prime things that you need are the number of voters and the preference order. So by this we have A, or candidate A, B, C, and D. Now we are finding who is the Condorcet winner. So by which you will go over with first with A versus B. So this is the preference order. So if you see here, 20 preferred A. That means it goes to A, which means we write here 20. Next, 10 of them would rather prefer B. So now we write B. And lastly, 5 of them preferred A over B. So now we write the following 5. So with this, A has a total votes of 25 over B, who only has 10, which means in this matchup, A wins. Now, next up is A versus C. Same goes, 20 prefers A, so write 20. While in this one, 10 prefers C. And lastly, 5 prefers A. So if we do this, we now end up with the same result, 25 by 10, of which by basis of majority, A wins. Lastly, A versus D. Same case, 20 prefers A, 10 prefers D, but at the end of it, 5 prefers A. It's also the same 25 result over 10. So A wins. Now what about B versus C? So if we go along, more 20 prefers B, still 10 still prefers B, but 5 prefers C. Regardless, however, B wins. How about B versus D? Well, we make the case, 20 prefers B, 10 prefers B, and 5 prefers D. 5, 30. B wins. And lastly, C versus D. So, 20 prefers C, 10 prefers C, and 5 prefers C. So overall, C wins with 35 votes. Now, you might make the case, well, then shouldn't C win by basis of majority? No, because the problem is, with Condorcet, it is based on which candidate won over another candidate. So as you can see here, A beats B, A beats C, and A beats D in terms of this. However, C just beats D with 35. Now we might make the case then, yeah, C can win, but the problem is A has beaten C as well, which means only candidate A wins, as it has beaten all the other candidates, regardless of the amount of votes. It's just solely based on how many voted on A, and how many votes did A win against other candidates, of which, as we can observe, has beaten everybody. That means candidate A is the winner. That is all.